our pundits said that it looked as though as if you had prepared for a debate against Donald Trump, not against the more subdued Mike Pence. And they also said that it was possible that you had missed some opportunities to go after Governor Pence on some of his weaknesses, such as LGBT rights.
Right. Well, it is the case that there was no question that was asked that dealt with Governor Pence or just the issue of LGBT equality. Hillary and I are strongly for LGBT equality, including marriage equality, and a Trump-Pence ticket is deeply against it, especially Governor Pence. So, yeah, that was an opportunity. I would have loved to have had a 93-minute debate instead of a 90-minute debate. But I think that that pundit who said that was probably accurate. I viewed this as fundamentally a debate that was about Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, not about Tim Kaine and Mike Pence. And so I went in with the thought that, look, Hillary Clinton's the top of the ticket and Donald Trump is the top of the ticket, and that's where I'm going to focus. So that was my goal, and I think we succeeded in doing it.
Some of the reviews were not that kind. The Trump campaign, a couple of their surrogates said that you seemed unhinged, and then the campaign manager for Donald Trump, Kellyanne Conway, had a different take on you. So let me play that for you.
So why in the world was her running mate interrupting and ignoring the female moderator, Asian American female moderator, by the way, completely? It was almost like it was his strategy. It was almost like he didn't hear her. And it came off terribly on TV.
Governor, I don't know if you could hear that, but basically she was suggesting that there was some sexism there. Do you want to respond?
Well, Allison, you've quoted people from the Trump campaign who are not happy with the debate, and I understand why they weren't. There's been a lot of stories that suggest that Donald Trump's reaction to the debate was one of anger. Why won't my own running mate defend me? You know, that I think that's going to work on his head a little bit as he goes into prepping for the really important debate on Sunday. He had a poor performance a week ago. And then he saw a debate 2 nights ago where his own running mate sort of threw him under the bus. So, yeah, I'm sure that the Trump campaign is not happy with that debate. And that puts some extra pressure on him getting ready for Sunday.